Good day, everyone. I am Mark Schreier. This is my first video blog, as it were. And today I wanted to talk to you about some issues that I deal with that possibly you and your family are also dealing with. I'm a 43-year-old man. I'm a small business owner struggling, and I basically am living kind of a semi-retired life. It has allowed me to do things that I'm very passionate about and love doing. For instance, acting is one. I do really enjoy acting. I got involved in that about 4 or 5 years ago. And I don't think I would ever stop at this point in my life. It has been a rewarding and educational experience for me. The other thing that I have brought up and turned into a kind of business, because business is slow, is massage therapy. Ever since I was 12, or probably 12 years old, maybe 13, used to go square dancing with my dad in Temecula, and we were the Temecula Grape Stompers. There were mainly older ladies and middle-aged people that would go there. I was one of the younger ones. And what I found was that, I don't remember why, but I just started giving them massages. And they enjoyed it. And from then on, I was pretty interested in the body and the way it works, and muscles and tendons, and how everything comes together, and why people like or need massages. So that's something that I have turned into a side business, and I make sure I tell everybody that I am unlicensed, but I've been practicing for about 30 years, so take me or leave me. But I do understand what I'm doing. I have done a lot of research, and continuing to do my own education here from the computer on how to perform different types of massage therapy. And my main interest is in relieving pain of those who are in pain, or helping somebody with relaxation if they're needing that and having a lot of stress in their life. So I have another business. It's weed. For probably about 16 years or more, I'm not sure. So I've got the weed abatement, the massage therapy, the acting, and my main business in tile and grout restoration, or cleaning and sealing of tile and grout, and carpet and upholstery cleaning services. So people, when I tell them this, they usually say, wow, you must be rather busy. And I say, no, I kind of wish that it were that, but the reason why I'm able to do all these different things is because my main business is not going, and flowing on a continuous basis. I'm lucky if I work 12 or 15 days a month. And some people think I'm lucky. I also think I live a very rich life because of that. However, I could use a couple more weeks a month in work and be a little more stress alleviated with the financials. I do enjoy my business in the cleaning, all of them actually, but the cleaning is the one I'm going to talk about first. It has allowed me to learn a great deal of things like more patience, and how to deal with just about any type of person that comes across my path, because I've met them all and I'm still meeting new ones. So there's some different people out there. I do enjoy a challenge. So if it's the challenge of the people and the public relations, or the actual job and getting it clean, then I'm the guy, because I do love a challenge and I'll take one on. And about acting as well, I love to be challenged. I tell them, give me a role that I'm uncomfortable with, because I want to do that, and interested in doing the best that I can with what I know. So that being said, I kind of want to talk about, for me, and those of you who might also have a small business, I do a little bit of advertising on a company called HomeAdvisorPro.com that brings me leads, or generates leads for my company. I also am a part of a referral networking group called TEAM, and that's TEAM, stands for Together Everyone Achieves More, and I attend their weekly and have for the last year. It has brought in a small number of leads, but enough to pay for it and continue staying involved. I do enjoy that one. We go on Monday mornings in Corona, and we have a good time. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of business gets passed there. So the things that I struggle with are, I don't know when I'm going to have work next. So do I allow myself to get stressed out about that? Not a whole lot, unless there's a bill that's coming due that needs to be paid, like my truck, which is essential for the business to run. I have to have the truck, so that's number one. But I personally don't believe that I should allow stress to influence my decisions or my life in too many different ways. I mean, there is some healthy stress and there is unhealthy stress. So I try to manage my life so that there is very little stress. And that includes my relationships and the people around me. I avoid negative people like the plague, and I try to focus on the positive, and I don't watch news or television. I will watch shows on Netflix and things I like Mythbusters, or different guy shows like that. A lot of my days are spent not picking up the phone and staying on it all day long and making these calls that probably should be made. So I find that I'm not really inspired to work hard at working hard. What I have found, though, I've been doing this cleaning business for 6 years, is that if I worry and stress over it, it doesn't happen. However, if I'm calm and relaxed and stay centered and just do what I enjoy in life, the work always comes and always flows. It may not be a lot, I may not be swamped and busy, but it flows. And it's always, the bills have always gotten paid. There's been a couple times when they've been close to being late, but they've always gotten paid. And no amount of stress has helped that. So it's an interesting life, I think. I was thinking to myself the other day, I lead a very rich life. And I say that because I'm allowed to pretty much do whatever I want and spend my day however I want and do the things that I'm passionate about. And I'm not working 8, 10, 14-hour days anymore. I used to drive truck. I drove 18-wheelers for about 13 years. And I know in order to make the kind of money that I can make in just a couple of hours, I had to work 10 or 12 or 14 hours a day. So that being said, I lead a very rich life. Not wealthy, I mean rich, like fulfilled. There are still things that I would love to do. I have all these ideas and books that I've started and never finished. I just don't get inspiration. I don't read anymore, and I think that this age of electronics, like these mobile phones that do everything. These are our computers now, and they're staying in our hands or in our pockets all day long. And even though I like it, it is a huge distraction from learning or growing mentally. I mean, we say, yeah, we're looking up web pages and learning that way, but holding a book in your hand and the texture of the book and the sound and the air that passes when you flip the pages and the passion that you're in that moment, if you're reading just a story that is exciting, a page turner, I miss that. And I don't know how to get back to it. I still read a little bit, but I'm barely. You know, when I was in junior high school, I would hold a book walking from class to class, reading nonstop. And I wasn't a very good student. And one of my teachers finally got smart and had me write a essay on the book that I was reading, because that was where my interest was. And I did well with that. But I would read everywhere. And my dad is the one that got me into that. He bought a trilogy for me, I think when I was about 13, when I really started getting into reading, from an author called Piers Anthony. And it was fantasy novels based on, you know, ogres and dragons and wizards and stuff. And it was intriguing. They were page turners, and he was a really good writer, and he was funny, and I really enjoyed that time in my life. But because I own businesses, I think I have to stay connected to the electronic community, and so that has enslaved me in a way, in that way. And I don't see a really easy way out of it other than maybe just shutting everything down and going back to paper ads, and I'm not sure that's a real viable direction for me to take. So, I don't know, your comments are always welcome. Anybody that'd like to comment and give their 2 cents, I'm always looking for 2 cents. And I mean cents, S-E-N-S-E, makes sense with those 2 cents. So, again, this is my first video blog. Hope you enjoyed it. If you, who are my followers and fans, would like me to broach certain subjects, I'm perfectly willing to do that. So in the end, the parting wisdom that I would have for you and for myself is to live in this moment, not the future, not the past, but is what is happening right now in this moment, because that is all that exists. If you got fired, it's already done. If you're looking for a job, it's not there yet. So just be in the now. I learned that through Eckhart Tolle. He's a great spiritual teacher, non-religious, but spiritual teacher that I would recommend anybody looking him up. That's E-C-K-H-E-A-R-T, and the last name is T-O-L-L-E. So until next time, I'll bid you adieu.